Hey guys, it's Garami1 here, and today we're going to talk about connections in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 in particular, when it comes to the Souls series. Now, when people play a lot of PvP, I'm pretty sure this topic always comes up. Connections. Souls games have one of the worst connections of all time. Now, that seems to be the general consensus about this whole thing, because it's plagued with things like bad phantom range, lag stabs, being hit before seeing the attack, insane hyper armor. And if you look at this, like, even this clip for example, this really highlights how ridiculous phantom ranges can be sometimes. Like there, I mean, how far can he hit me from? How bad is this connection? And that's practically how I die, from there. He was doing a standing R1 and he hit me from 30 miles away. You got other things in Dark Souls, for example, where it's like front stabs, warping, instant cast, laggy hit detections, you name it. So the general consensus about Bloodborne and the Souls series, Dark Souls 3 for example, is that it has very bad netcode. But that actually isn't true at all. You see, the problem is that in the Souls games, you're connecting with people all over the world. In other games, you don't. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure most games connect with their own private server. Well, not private, but their own local server. So US connects with US, Asia connects with Asia, Japan connects with Japan, for example, like that. Now, if you, however, pit two people in the Soul series that live close to each other, you would get something similar to what you see now. The hit detection is insanely accurate. See that? Just then, how I missed? I mean, the hit detection, first of all, in terms of the hitboxes, is pretty much perfect, spot on. You'll see a few times like that, for example, how that missed, both those hits missed me. It was just completely spot on. Second thing you'll notice is the hit detection. It's instant. There's no extra hyper armor frames. It's pretty much instantaneous. So if they're already dodging, that's fine, they may have iframes, but if they're not dodging, they will get hit. Okay, so it all depends. Not that it has bad netcode, but it all depends on your distance with the people you're fighting against. And the person I'm fighting isn't living next door or I'm landing with. It's not anything like that. It's just simply someone in the same state as me. Not the same state, I mean the same country as me, but in a different state. So it's pretty good. So as long as you find people to play against, which is from your same country, it would be a lot better. So if you don't want laggy matches, right, if you keep complaining about the netcode, look, I'll tell you right now, it's actually really good, and all you have to do is find people that you have good connections with, or you live close to you, or you live in the same country as you. Don't find people who are overseas. Now, the best thing about the Souls games though, and how the connections work, and which I think is actually miles better than any other fighting game or any competitive game. Let's just leave that. I still treat this as a potentially competitive game, but any other shooting game or whatever, you can't even be close to the type of competency you can get, efficiency you can get when you play these Souls games. Reason? Because it's a two-way detection. What am I talking about? What is two-way detection? You see, in the Souls games, there's two ways of dodging something to not being hit. First of all, you can either dodge the hit if you are far away, right? But if it's a laggy connection, right, on their screen you still haven't moved and he's hitting you, right? So on your screen though, you've already moved far away. And what happens with phantom range is that when he hits you on their screen, right, on their screen you're still being hit. On your own screen, you are very far away. But if you're not in invincible frames though, right, if you're not already dodging during this time when he hits you, it would consider that as a hit. In a two-way system, it allows for the server to sort of realize that, hey, are you currently, right? It would check first of all that in their screen that they hit you, but then they'll wait for your screen to make sure that the attack has happened. And it won't calculate the damage until, well, unless it's super laggy, but it won't calculate the damage until it has happened on your screen. That attack has come out on your screen. So what you can do in Souls games though is, okay, you may not be able to dodge via distance, but you can dodge via iframes. So when you see that attack, although he's far away from you, but if you see him start attacking you, right, you can actually hit the dodge button and iframe through the attack, and therefore allowing you to not get hit. No other games really allows this opportunity. So, for example, in Dark Souls 2, all it cares about is if that other person hits you on their screen, doesn't matter what the hell you're doing on your screen, right? Even if the attack hasn't come out, it's a hit. It's a hit. It doesn't care, right? The only thing it checks is, okay, it's hitting you. This screen is, oh, you meant to take damage. It looks like their screen, and it says, okay, you've hit that guy. Let's have a look right now. Is he in iframes? If he's not in iframes, he gets hit. So it becomes, in Dark Souls 2 for me, in Australia there isn't that much people that PvP in Dark Souls 2 or many Souls games. So what happens is I practically couldn't play the game at all. And when I bring this back to something like a fighting game, this is the closest thing I pretty much have, at least back 2 years ago. Souls games are pretty much the only thing I pretty much had when it comes to sort of like a, you know, pseudo fighting game type thing, or fighting game thing, which I believe it really is. And I can talk about that at a later time, that's no problems. But it's, if you look at this match, it's pure spacing. It's great spacing, it has instant hits detection. There's mind games involved as to when to roll catch, for example. But it's a lot better. I can play with people from all over the country, obviously. I can play with people that's overseas. That's no problem. And all I have to do is adjust to the latency, or understand the latency, and try to use the iframes to my advantage to dodge. And there's other things you can do as well, which I recommend checking out. Scott Junn's video is very good on that, so check that one out. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to say that, hey, Souls games connections aren't that bad. Have a nice one.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter. It's not over yet. Duel 2. All or nothing. Counter. It's not over yet. Duel Duel 3. All or nothing. Kai win.